Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to give you guys let me make sure I'm good. Let me turn the music off. Alright, so I wanted to give you guys like a raw and uncut review, y'all. So in my last video, I told you guys that I just started as a nurse practitioner. I was training, but today was my first day. And I was on the schedule to see about 15 patients. And of course, like any patients, a few didn't show up. So I only was able to see, did I see 9 or I think I seen 10 patients on my own today, which is completely insane because I was like nervous about seeing patients to begin with by myself. But it was okay. It was nice. I liked it. So I have a few. Let me just make sure this is here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, just like, comment, and subscribe. This mini series, I don't know if it's going to be mini or if it's going to be a full-on series, but I just recently became a family nurse practitioner. I worked for an entire not 2 weeks, I worked for a month training at like several locations. I worked 2 weeks with one provider and then 2 weeks with another provider. I wrapped up my last 2 weeks just on Friday, and you know, overall I feel like the company has really good providers. A lot of these providers were like, they're well seasoned. They worked in an urgent care setting. I think another provider that I worked with was a DNP. She worked always in the primary care setting. This other guy that I ended up working with, he was in the urgent care setting, and he pretty much was super chill. Basically was saying that I have really not much to worry about. Anytime I have any issues or problems, I can easily you know, refer out or do things of that sort. So today is Monday, and it was my first day on my own. I seen a total of 10 patients. There were like, I think 14 patients on my schedule. 4 of them, one was a televisit, and then this other provider ended up taking that televisit. And then the last 3 were just pretty much no-shows. They didn't have any labs to go over, so we had to tell them to reschedule. Yeah, we had to tell them to reschedule. So I only seen a total of 10 patients today, which was nice. Normally they start you out really low and then they want you a little bit higher. I signed a contract to see 20 to 23 patients. So 23 patients would be my max patients for the day, which I think is doable. So I seen 10 today. Yesterday I was looking at my schedule. I see about 14 patients tomorrow. And then, you know, so on and so forth. I'll see more and more as the week progresses. The funny thing about it is that this company ended up, so when I got hired onto the company, I ended up moving to an area where I thought I was gonna work. They ended up purchasing a company, like a chain of companies, like in different locations, and I ended up being now like 5 or 10 minutes away, like 5 to 10, like 8 minutes away from the location, which worked out for the best. I thought I was going to be somewhere that was like 20 minutes away, but now I'm like only like 5 to 10 minutes away, which is pretty dope. Overall, I think today's just the first day, and I wanted to update you guys on like the first day. I feel like The patient schedule is manageable. I like the fact that they only see a maximum of 23 patients per day. As I said before in the last video, I was a medical scribe who was seeing, even though I wasn't actually seeing these patients, I pretty much was with the patient from start to finish. I was able to close the charts out and everything, and the providers would see literally 50 patients per day, and that's just an urgent care setting. So I know it's different in a sense, but as far as speed, I'm super used to not like an in and out situation, but I'm used to being able to essentially get a patient in and out, even though essentially I'm able to get a patient in and out in a way where they don't feel like they were rushed. I'm able to knock everything out that they needed, and I'm able to prep the charts prior to me going into the room. And I think that's a big thing for me. Prepping charts before going in helps me a lot when the patients are now asking for other things, because typically when a patient comes in, they'll have a chief of complaint of, like, say, left shoulder pain, and then you go in, they're like, oh, I think I need a diagnostic biopsy for, you know, a diagnostic mammogram or what have you, and you're like, why? And they're telling you, like, oh, I've done several biopsies before. Like, they're like, you know, the complaint starts to lengthen in a sense, because you know, patients just feel, I don't know, like they could just like dump whatever on you or what have you. So I typically like to make sure I pre-chart in the room. I like to pre-chart before going into the room. And then when I do go into the room, things are already pre-charted, so anything that I have to add is not going to take too much time to add these things, if that makes sense. So I think pre-charting helps me a lot, just setting up the charts to make sure. One thing I don't like, though, is if like a patient doesn't show up, then, you know, you put all of that stuff in the chart, all your hard work for no reason. Today it was a similar situation where I set up the charts or whatnot, and the patient thought it was going to be like a televisit, even though I would have preferred the patient to actually come in because they need repeat labs. They thought it was a televisit. So, you know, like, you set up all of this stuff for no reason really, because it's designed for the patient to actually come in and get labs done or what have you. So setting up templates have been a game changer for me when it comes to managing patients and just managing my time. I'm used to the urgent care setting, so I don't like to see when patients are just in the room just waiting 40 minutes or so before a doctor or provider comes in. I don't know why, but the red on the patient's chart, like on the actual office visit, gets me. It doesn't get me upset, but I am a little bit annoyed by it, because like patients staying in the office for like 2 hours, it's insane. You know, like, it's, you know, I feel like people just need to work a little bit faster, but today was the first day, so it was fine. And then plus, if a patient needs to be there for 2 hours, if you have like a bunch of tests that you're doing, fine. But if the patient is just like, say, getting the EKG and the provider is just, you know, not going in the room, it's just like, damn, everyone has things to do. And I always keep that in mind, because most of the reviews are like, oh, I've been here for about 2-3 hours before the doctor came in. You know, people will have those type of reviews, and I always thought like, wow, that's completely insane for someone to be waiting that long in a doctor's office. But that's clearly the case. But I think overall, this entire process has just been amazing for me. I'm pretty stoked. I feel like most of these providers are seasoned. I had to ask like a few questions because I just wasn't too concerned about the next steps for some cases, and they're all super nice. and like, you know, willing to help, telling me like, hey, if you have any questions, you know, don't be afraid to ask and things of that sort. And I'm a person who would ask questions. I don't really like to be headstrong, and I feel like I'm so early in my career, there's absolutely no way I can actually be headstrong, because it's just like, bro, there's so much more that I have to learn. And if I have the resources around me, and especially the people around me that are willing to help, why not ask for that help? So I did ask, you know, a few providers about like a few like cases. It was like 3 or 4 cases today that I needed some help with. And, you know, they were very nice. So I'm super excited about that, because listen, your girl's going to ask. I'm going to ask the question, because I'm not going to sit here and have a patient do X, Y, and Z when a patient could have just went straight to X. I don't fucking know. Like, you know, like, you're not going to like have these patients do this, that, and the third when you could just refer to urology or, you know, things of that sort. So it's really nice when you have people there that are not only new grads but just seasoned, and I feel like I have like the support that I need. And y'all, I have a full-on office. Like, I have my own office, so it's so fucking dope. Like, whenever my husband comes back, I'm gonna have him come into the office and just like put a mirror up and then like put like our pictures, our wedding photos up, and probably my degrees up and things of that sort. Like, I'm super excited about that. So I totally cannot wait until he comes back to Arizona. So that should be fun. But besides that, y'all, I think I'm doing well. Today's just the first day. I've only seen 10 patients. I needed help with about 3. Nothing too insanely crazy. Like, I have the sense, but I just wanted to make sure what I was doing was right. And I was like within the ballpark, so I felt like, okay, at least I'm not really feeling like I don't know what to do. I know what to do. What would they do, you know? So that was the questions that I had for the providers. But besides that, y'all, I'm so excited. I don't know, I was thinking to myself like, oh my god, I cannot believe I like primary care so much. And of course, this is just so brand new. It's a month and just the first day of me being on my own. So we'll see how it goes. And if you guys are interested in following this journey, just let me know. If you have any questions at all, just let me know. I can always get on here and just answer questions or whatnot. And I honestly feel like I'm probably talking to myself. Probably in the next few videos, I'm probably just talking to myself, but I feel like there's going to be people that are truly curious and want to know, you know, how to navigate from being an RN to an NP. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, you know, always hit me up. I am super nice and I would literally answer all of your questions in detail. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday. I think on Friday it's going to be a different type of video. No, Friday is going to actually be another video of like just a full week recap, and then probably the following week is going to be a vlog because I'm going to New York. So, and I'm going shopping and stuff like that because I have to treat myself, because like, baby, I've been doing a lot and I'm super proud of myself. So yeah, I'm gonna record that too. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.